Right, so left hand one was your before in kind of the session today, okay? So setup wise was good, so your hips were nice and full. Sometimes this hip does get a bit too far, push back to the left as we look, in your case the right, and your hips sort of gets out here somewhere. That's gonna mean your hips will be slightly open, okay? So you gotta make sure you just keep pushing that left hip towards target. You did that towards the end, no problem, okay? This is the movement, though. Setup wise where you are there now was good. When you come back to the golf ball, you kind of return back to the same position you were at setup. You haven't really shifted your weight at all. So your body now is pivoting around itself. So your path's going to be to the left, generally a pull or a weaker cut to target, okay? Losing the yards, okay? This one here now is the one where you're doing sort of the practice movements, okay? You can see your left hip there. See how it sort of stuck out a little bit more than we want it to be kind of here? So you sort of move that back on the next one, okay? But the movement now, this movement, when you come into the golf ball, you can see that's kind of the movement we're trying to film. That club face is now closed slightly, but you can see how much shift now you've had onto that left side. Your hands now are ahead. It was a bit swirl, but the hands are ahead of the golf ball. You're moving in the right direction, then the penny drops, as you see. Okay, now this swing now I wouldn't say is your best, okay? It wasn't bad. This is the draw now you got to practice. Okay? So you're almost looking down there. See, your chest is not moving at all, yeah? Your right shoulder is still almost hidden behind your head. You compare that movement to... Come here. Oh. Yeah?
Everything's moving to you,
yeah.
really.
It's a big old chop, chop, chop down there. And then when you get to the golf ball now, you're back into that impact position, as we said.
There's nowhere to go.
Exactly. So from here now, you're doing this. You're moving there. There you go. That's the hip shift and slide we want to try and get. And then through. When it comes in the golf ball, okay, it comes a little bit there, which is this is the one where you're doing the shorter shots, and I think this is the best move you made today. Yeah, so that was good. So this movement, this is where you're doing all the thinking, okay? Then when it came to in this golf ball now, yes, it was a smaller swing, but look where your shoulder's staying back there. Now, look at this. When was the last time you had that?
I never. Look at the space.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, give you a little cap on there and put an Irish flag on your mackerel, aren't you?
It's amazing. Right?
All right. Now, head stays on a bit longer than I want, really, if truth be told. Possibly because you're used to sort of looking back here, sort of staying back. But the movement of your right shoulder now is working kind of softly down and under, not kind of over the top with a big lunge, okay? So that look at that movement there. I clear all those lines off there. And then look at the lines there. Look at the follow through. That looks a bit like an old man kind of ferrying around the dark trying to find something.
I've ever been.
Yeah, it's class, mate. Yeah, that's really good, mate. Again, it's only a short swing, obviously, and you went to there.
Yeah, but still,
but it shows.
I've always been able to.
It shows.
My Achilles heel.
Yeah.
Continuously been my Achilles heel. That old.
But you watch that. You watch that left hip pocket. How it now moves to target and moves over your left foot. There, you see. So everything's now moving towards target. Yeah. So everything moves towards target. Your arms are in the right direction. You got that space for your arms to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that move there to me is really good. Whereas this move now, and okay, your arm almost like all tucked up in there, yeah? And you sort of make it look all right to finish with because you end up like that. Yeah. But you know, really, realistically, the middle part of that follow through has been a bit crunched up and tightened up. Okay, mate?
Yeah, perfect.
Make sense?
Brilliant, mate.
So,
top job.
A couple of things to break up. Obviously, send this through as a video anyway, okay? But to summarise a few things, okay? Setup wise, just be careful.
Listen, you're going to hold a second. I'm going to go home, right? And I'm going to type some notes out.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'll send this to you anyway.
It's definitely the video.
What you type up, send to me, and I can say, that's right.
Yeah.
Didn't quite get that right, and we'll see where you're at, okay? But just to summarise on here, just to give you sort of a reminder, okay? Hip position, just make sure that hip does slide a bit forward at setup. So you get, when I say forward, so at setup, you sometimes get a bit this way. Just pop that left hip a bit further to target. You do it more often than not. Every now and then you forget. Doesn't matter, okay? Yeah. That's the main thing at setup-wise. Your shoulder turn now, you're making a nice good shoulder turn with that shoulder working down and under. That's good. The feeling now of that club face as you come back down, of how that club now is going to almost keep that finger on the club. So your palm of the club or the palm of your right hand is staying on top of the club, keeping that club face, as you saw, more closed. But the key thing is your back now that is facing target. As the arms start falling down, the arms and the shoulders are a lot quieter. Sorry, the torso is a lot quieter as the arms come down this way. So your chest feels like it's pointing back here at impact. It won't be, but the feeling is to you that will be, okay? Yeah. So you're slowing down the body rotation, letting the arms fall. Then as you come through, but obviously then you get the space and width. Then you want to continue on through, your arm just sort of fold above your left shoulder as a normal golf shot.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. So that should hopefully summarise things there. As I say, go away and type some notes, email them back to me.
Yeah, I'm really
I'll then
happy
tick and say yes, or misconstrued that one, okay? Just make sure you don't get confused on this note, because as much as I know you practice, I know you do the wrong thing, obviously, yeah?
No, definitely.
Makes sense?
Yeah.
Good man.
Nice one, Gav.